welcome to the final of the Startup Contest here at Merge Madrid 2025. It is my pleasure to be hosting today the final with you guys. I'm Angelica Ortega, founder and CEO of Novify. We are the go-to-market talent layer for Web3, digital assets, and security. And I wanted to firstly thank to all the startups that participated yesterday, 12 of them, 3 intense, 3 hours of work, and the 5 finalists that were the Aura. John will be with us today, Fox Finance with Zeno, Growy, which will be Marcos, Snake Tech, Julio, and Yoseyomo with Iñaki. All of these guys are shaping the future of the institutional and the future of the digital economy here. So really strong mention to the startups that are building what it is to now, all the adoption of the banks, asset managers, hedge funds. So I'm very passionate about the startups as a whole because they are building and they are the backbone. Now, before we start, it's going to be 45 minutes, very, very quick today. I wanted to quickly thank all of our judges, all of our administrators, the tech team, and the organizers here today because they have been super patient and amazing with us. We've got Francisco Cuadros from Tritemius. We've got Daniel Marin from La Familia. We've got Mario from the Startup CFO. We've got Matej Verst from ACC Ventures, Nikita from Cointelegraph. We've got Matthias Sosa from OVH. We've got Alexander from Funders VC, Ruben Portela from Wise3 Ventures, Matthias Homan from Sitel Digital, Evandro Quiroz from Team Eratkeys, Carlos Barksdale from Google Ventures, Inigo Peña from Tetuan Valley. We've got also Patrick Juarez from Secure Zero, Robbie Young as well from Animoca Brands, Alejandro Risco from Ara, and myself as well, Angelica Ortega from Novify. So let's get straight into it. Vamos allá y buena suerte a todos y que gane el mejor. The first up today is going to be the Aura, represented by John Mattens, co-founder. The Aura is building a token launch and trading platform without launchpads, VCs, or pre-sales, with direct liquidity and customizable rewards. Welcome, John.
Thank you, thank you.
Is that one right?
Okay, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming by. So I'm Bjorn Mattens. I'm the founder of the Aura, and I'm going to tell you today about a new revolution in crypto. Making crypto launches easy and free, with time to make liquidity completely free. We're audited by CodeSpect, trusted and partnered with Orca, and backed by the VC company Bonk Advisory. Now, let you explain, of course, who is building the product. Quite important. So I'm the founder. I'm Bjorn Mattens. I'm ex-Microsoft. I've been a builder in the crypto space since 2017. And I have more than 8 years of experience in the crypto space itself. My co-founder is also here in the audience, Thomas Massa, ex-Facebook and Microsoft, where we met each other, and is a very advanced trader in the crypto space, with reaching the top 0.01% on the Pump Fund platform. Besides that, here we got 2 of our main developers and our very strong advisory team part, where we have partnered with Bonk Advisory. Alex Hell is a great person, very much experienced in running businesses, ran up a company previously from 0 to $60 million of annual returning revenue. And then Kieran Parker is a very experienced founder and has raised over $5 million in funding for several different companies. So let's talk about the problem in crypto. Currently, liquidity is inefficient. Over $10 billion has been locked in liquidity pools and DeFi that's unreachable and is just dead static capital. Why is this? The AMMs, automated market makers, or DEXs, they work with algorithms. And because of their algorithm, eventually there will also always be liquidity stuck in liquidity pools. We call this inefficiency the dead liquidity ratio. And launchpads with the bonding curve, they even emphasize this issue. So let me quickly showcase you. So at any time moment, there's 100% of the Solana in the pool, and there's like 20% of the token supply in the pool. Now, on this moment, people start selling the token, and until the full token has been sold, so 100% of the token supply is in the liquidity pool, but on that moment, 20% of the Solana is also still left in this liquidity pool. It's there, it's unreachable, and it's only representing value. This can be solved with a very easy solution. I'm going to show you right now. So the solution, we from Diora are building a launch engine utilizing synthetics to replace the dead liquidity with virtual liquidity. So as you can see here, the chart eventually comes to zero. So how does this exactly work? We utilize synthetic tokens by replacing the real asset. So say Solana backed by Solana C, our synthetic, replacing the liquidity that's in a dead static ratio. So this moment we just virtualize the liquidity and only make it a value representation instead of it being real liquid. With this solution, people can basically launch a token with millions of dollars of liquidity initially, have a very deep pool, and have a better solution than current solutions on the market like illiquid launch pads, high fees, or things that hurt your brand. Now, the market opportunity. What can we earn? What is the opportunity we have? So the total monthly DeFi volume in crypto is 500 billion a month, but most of this are stable coins and native tokens. Of course, this is not our focus. The target we have is available is $100 billion per month on token launches, like altcoins, meme coins, utility coins. Now, if we would capture only 1% of this volume, we will get 2.5 million in revenue per month. And if you only capture 0.1% in volume, we'll capture $250,000 per month. So the question from yesterday from one of the jury members, so by the end of 2026, we will expect to have around an annual revenue of $3 million. Now, exactly how do we earn money? The token launcher, they can choose their own fee on our platform, and we just match this fee. You choose 0.5%, we get 0.5%. Besides that, you can also trade on our platform these tokens, where we also charge 0.5% of all transactions. These synthetics are backed up by the original asset, where if you want to convert back to the original asset, we charge another 0.25%. Besides that, we have built an API on top of our platform that other products can easily integrate. They will get a part of our revenue, and we get a part of the revenue they create for us. So again here, API we've built. Even sales agents can earn on getting integration partners. Besides that, our traction, very important. We went live on mainnet for 2 weeks. We ran over $500,000 in testnet volume. We won the first prize in a side event of the Solana Hackathon of Colosseum, official partner of Orca. They're not here yet, as it was just recently realized, but we are backed now by Bonk Advisory, official VC from the Bonk ecosystem. So the last part, our roadmap. We're currently in Q4. We're planning to integrate with more AMMs. We're going to launch more synthetics for people to get a bigger variety. Also mentioned yesterday, a question from the jury. We are planning to go cross-chain and also experiments with other liquidity pools like Ethereum, Uniswap to really give our platform usability across all chains. And the last slide, we are raising currently on an $8.2 million market cap for our token sale. We are starting our private sale very soon, where we have already almost sold out by pledges. There will also be a VC round, and the public sale will be starting in Q1, Q2 of 2026. That was it for me, guys. I want to thank you very much for listening. If there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Thank you so much, John. Great pitch. Very quick, only one question from the jury, if there's any. I think we had 5 minutes yesterday of questions, so I think everything was clear. So thank you ever so much.
The last thing I want to say, guys, we got a booth at the Solana station. If you're interested to know more, if you maybe not did understand the full concept, feel free to pass by, and we would love to show you the demo we have live at the booth. Thank you so much.
Check that out. Thank you. Great stuff. So we've got next Zeno Osberg. He's the CBO of Fox Finance, joining us from Italy. Fox Finance is an app that bridges traditional finance and DeFi, offering fiat deposits and DeFi yields, a crypto fiat card, and access to real-world assets through one simple platform. Zeno, the stage is yours.
Can you hear me? Perfect. So let me check. Here we go. So hi everyone, great to see you again. I'm Zeno Osberg. So I think we are, can we go back a bit? Well, never mind. So a bit about myself. So it's 5 years that I've been leading the DeFi department at Fox Finance, leading cross-chain lending and borrowing protocol in the market. So through these 5 years, I've mastered a deep understanding of the fintech industry and DeFi industry. And that's exactly what brought me here today to guide you through our newest product as a spin-off, which is Fox Mobile. Let's start. So first of all, we all know real-world assets are limited. What I mean with this, it's not liquid. We know you can't access liquidity through backing like real-world assets as collateral and so on. Second point, we know that DeFi is complicated. We know that, I imagine anyone here inside has tried to use a new protocol, but smart contract integrations, interacting with new protocols, seed phrases, backup, that's complicated. It's not for mass adoptions, right? And last but not least, yields are low. I refer to traditional finance yield. I think that a big majority of people that doesn't invest is disincentivized from how low the yields are, rather than investing, they just save. What's the solution? Fox Mobile is bringing the solution by allowing you to save, invest, borrow against your investments, and spend. And all of this directly on one secure, affordable, and frictionless app, Fox Mobile. So the market is huge, we all know it, right? And we are seeing the shift of fintech industry entering and conquering the traditional finance industry. And that's exactly where we want to position ourselves. And we can already see we have around $200 million AUM with the mother company, Fox Finance. And this is the path we want to take. Moving on, we're not starting from zero. We have Fox Finance as mother company, so we are starting with strong metrics. So numbers never lie, profitable company, $3.2 million revenue last year, second year live on the market, 1.6 million net profit, 50% margin, 400 million AUM as all-time high, 35,000 plus monthly active users. All metrics funneled directly in the mobile app once we launch it in Q1 2026. Moving on, here's an overview about the product. So on one side, we have the digital asset side. So imagine lend, borrow, trade, stake, leverage, reward assets, whatever you can imagine with digital asset, we have those tools in a simple one-click way. On the other side, we want to have the banking side, right? We want to onboard all the Web 2 users, all the newbies, beginners. We want to be mass adopted. And there we have payments, credit card, fiat deposits, and all the other stuff. I want to highlight 3 stuff. First point, don't sell, spend. What? Really? So imagine you can access capital, top up your credit card through your digital assets, not only Bitcoin, Ethereum, but imagine you have Tesla stocks, MSCI World, S&P 500, T-bills, gold, Bitcoin, whatever you can imagine. You can have it as collateral, borrow against it, credit line backed by digital assets, and spend it with your credit card, your coffee, your car, whatever you want. Second point, democratizing DeFi. We said it's complicated, right? We all know it. So we want to abstract it, have it one-click, DeFi tools, easy, on a daily basis. And last but not least, saving accounts give you 4%. Maybe in Europe, they give you even 2%. Come on, guys. We want to give you 20%. How? Backed by delta neutral strategies, by yield-bearing stablecoins, not exposed to market volatilities, and more advanced features, but abstracted in a simple way for traditional users. Here's a quick overview about our licensing roadmap. So we already have VASP license, issued last November in 2024, and this is the roadmap. Here a quick comparison between our competitors and us. I want to highlight this. So in the last decades, we had several revolutionary projects, right? We had Apple for phones, simplicity. We had Amazon for logistics, efficiency. We had Robinhood for stocks, accessibility. And we have Fox for digital assets, empowerment. Here's a quick overview of the team. Myself leading the business strategy and anything related on the DeFi side. We have CEO Benedetto Biondi, Techstars mentor and Forbes under 30. Ravneet Sandhu, mobile app engineer, previous BitGo engineer. And general manager Emmanuel Brion with a great traditional banking background. On top of this, we are supported by Volks Finance, stable and reliable team that has been live building the most innovative DeFi tools in the market for the last 4 years. And on top of that, we have Sovo as a venture studio. Last question is, do you want to be part of the future with Volks? Thank you very much.
Right on time, amazing. Thank you, Zeno. Yeah, you can keep it just in case. That was an amazing presentation and amazing metrics so far from Zeno in Italy. Guys, any questions from the jury here today? Oh, everything is clear. We got 2. So let's start from the easiest axis, but then we'll go with Tritemius. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Amazing presentation. Yesterday we were talking about how the Volks mother company is supporting you. I think everything is clear until that point. But I have a question is, the regulation behind the real-world asset is really difficult. For example, if you are regulated in MiCA in Europe, you can access services to, for example, North American citizens. How is that affecting you in order to reach new markets? Are you going to be able to offer your services in Europe, in Latin America, in Dubai? How is the regulation thing limited in you?
I completely understand. So I'm also happy to share that yesterday they sent me the first version of the app. So we have the app in testing. But on that question, specific question, we have, so VSP license, the one we got already, allows us to offer securities, custody, and other particular services in Europe. We cannot, with this license, we cannot marketize those, so it's a bit different. But you know, this is the first step. And as you know, we will start where we will have more space to grow. And then slowly, the thing is, a lot of users will be redirected already from our mother company, which can offer tools because it's DeFi tools around the world. And it's going to be an inbound, natural, organic inflow at the beginning. And then you know how like word of mouth and how that network just explodes. That's the plan.
So amazing. Then you are saying like the users that actually are using the mother app are like a private ecosystem where you can offer your new services without a specific regulation for marketizing that?
Correct, but also imagine all securities and real-world assets, which for now is a huge market. Everyone is tokenizing, but there's no use case. Because you tokenize, and then what do you do? Okay, you have some processor, better and whatever, but you don't access capital. So imagine now you can offer these securities, tokenized, as collateral to all the TradFi funds to access DeFi liquidity, to loop it, and stuff like that. We could do that because we have VSP license, and we can offer securities as collateral through like a whitelisted KYC through the app, and so we can touch base that market, which now is their billions, and now no one is targeting.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We run out of time for questions, but we will go through the next round with you. Sorry about this. We need to be very on target and time, but at the end, we can recover. Thank you, Zeno. Next up, we've got, not from far, from Spain, we've got Grow with Finance, Marcos Riol, which is the co-founder. It's the first MiCA-regulated DeFi asset manager in Europe, combining quote and strategies with full reg compliance for institutional investors. Welcome, and the stage is yours, Marcos.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. We are Grow with Finance, and we are building the first MiCA-regulated gateway to the DeFi ecosystem. More slides. Okay. Well, DeFi is great. We already know that, and that's why we probably are sit here. However, it has a very big problem, which is complexity. And that's why 57% of investors cite complexity as a major barrier for crypto investments.
Next.
And complexity is present in all the parts of the investment journey, from daily operations to asset allocation and to risk management. Our answer to this problem is bringing institutional-grade asset management to DeFi, So what customers get is a platform that makes investing in DeFi simple, compliant, and profitable. The DeFi market is a big opportunity which is growing very fast. Revenues in this space accounted for $52 billion in 2024 and are expected to grow at a 50% annual rate until 2031. At the same time, there is a trend happening in this market, which is institutional capital coming into DeFi, and this is growing at triple digits. We already have a product which is a very small part of the whole plan, but is useful for us to test product market fit and to start generating revenue. It is a systematic trading strategy that trades futures in the hyperliquid blockchain. It is accessible through our in-house protocol, through a hyperliquid vault, and very soon this year, through a regulated fund. As you can see in the screen, it has had great results in this last year, and it represents very well what I was saying before. It is simple, it is safe, and it is profitable. So how did product market fit go before? Well, since the launch of the product, TVL and monthly recurring revenues have been growing at 50% month over month, and we have onboarded more than 600 customers, including 2 institutional investors with more than 5 billion of assets under management. This is the full picture of Growy Finance. It is a composable platform in DeFi. So customers deposit capital in an easy and compliant way, and they get access to all of our products. You already see the trading futures one. We will have Growy Liquidity Provider, Growy BTC Yield, Growy Euro Yield, Growy Market Making, and many more. And people will access them with just depositing euros or dollars, and our products at the same time integrates with other protocols in the ecosystem. So we leverage all the opportunities in DeFi. So when I say it is the gateway to DeFi, it's literally you put euros, dollars, or whatever fiat, and you get access to all the ecosystem and all the protocols out there. The roadmap to make this possible consists on developing the product side and the legal side of the company to onboard retail and institutional investors. We will have $100 million of TVL by 2026 and $500 million by the end of 2027. This is the competitive landscape, and I'm sure you know most of the names here in the screen. And the thing is that they either offer a compliance solution, which is just a passive strategy, like the Bitcoin ETF, or they offer active strategies, but lack the compliance way to access them. And here's where Growy comes in, offering the regulated gateway to active and professional strategies in DeFi. Our competitive advantages are the performance. We have probably the most difficult part of the plan, which is a product with great and proven performance. The team, the founders team, is capable of building superior levels products without outsourcing any part of the plan. And innovation, because we have research and development partnerships with universities to stay ahead of the competition. At the same time, we will be one of the first MiCA-compliant asset managers to offer active and professional strategies in DeFi. Team, as I said, comprehends all the parts of the value chain of the company, from product creation to blockchain infrastructure and to delivering value to customers. To finish with, in order to scale to this point, we are raising $4 million at a $20 million pre-money valuation. Funds will be used to hire the technical talent, to attract customers and partners in the ecosystem, and to build the legal structure. We are targeting $2 million from investors and $2 million from anchor clients who will receive equity for committing capital into our products. This is it, and I will be glad to answer any questions or to chat afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcos. You can stay here for now. I'll take this from you, unless you need to go back. Thank you ever so much, Marcos. We've got 1 minute for the jury in case they have any questions. One quick question. Yeah, over here. No questions over there? Awesome. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. Did I get it right that all the strategies that you offer will be on-chain, so the yield can be verified on-chain? Is that correct?
Yes, exactly. Yields are on-chain, even though you can access, you will be able to access from, with fiat money, okay? And we have all the legal structure to onboard that. All the products are actually on-chain, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Nice. This is it. So thank you ever so much, Marcos, unless there's any other quick questions that we can take up. Thank you, and we'll see you in a little bit. You can take this inside. Thank you, Marcos. Great stuff. So next up, we've got Yoseyomo, even though it sounds very Japanese. We've got Iñaki Zulbeida from, from Spain, the CEO and co-founder of Yoseyomo.
Thank you very much.
Yoseyomo.
Thank you.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Okay.
Very much loved a really
Okay,
amazing pitch yesterday.
Yes. Okay.
Please take the stage.
Welcome of the freedom. Today, tomorrow, and forever. I'm Iñaki Zubeldia. I'm CEO and co-founder of Yoseyomo. I need this one. So I'm going to tell you one question. What if you pass away right now? Think about that. What happened with your family? They know everything that you have? So I'm going to tell you a real case. We are talking about Michael, 51 years old. He was watching Netflix with his wife, and he suddenly died. He left behind a 200 employees company, gold, crypto, jewelry, bank accounts, and his wife and his partner don't have idea where to start. So he's the opportunity. He is the beginning of the problem. The traditional wills and notaries is the problem. Why? Because it has hidden cost. They have every update means more money, time, and hassle. Life changes faster than the paper wills. And also, all heirs see everything. So for that reason, there is an opportunity, inevitable and global. We are making validation with Spain, and we are going to scale with the world. We have calculated around 28.8 billion euros of a TAM, over 115.8 million in household with long-term savings, inheritance, etc. So this is a huge market, and we are creating a solution like a sovereign system. Our solution is a sovereign system for financial sovereignty and digital legacy. Use cases that you can use is crypto, social media, startups, patents, etc. And we are composed of one product, is Yoseyomo, is the piece of metal, and also the inheritance is a software as a service. Every competitors are focused on emotional part or in the value part with crypto only. But we are the unique that we are combining both emotional and value for everything. Is the human and is digital. So the execution plan is very, very lucrative. Why? Because the product is 65% of gross margin with an average order value of 155 euros. And the new lawyer, is SaaS lawyer, is inheritance, is 99% recurrently with an average value of 250 euros per year. So our unit economics faster is at 20 times LTV to CAC. So the go-to-market is first with the V2V this November 1st with 400 people in our wait list. And also we are going to make a B2B strategy with approaching to insurers, family offices, and private banks. Our goals is validate SaaS and to scale, prepare B2B entry, strengthen trust and compliance, and build brand and funnel. And the execution capability is we are capital efficiency because we are a two teams founder team with 20K investment from the founders, and we get 40K revenue in 2024 in the 7 first months of our company with 0 ads. We raised already funds, 200K, with Atico Ventures, Mheim Venture, and some business angels. No? And we are one of the first 2 crypto products in the world to win a Red Dot Design Award 2025. And also we get validated from user with a 9.5 to 10. Investing in Yoseyomo is investing in the inevitable. My partner, Alvaro, is a developer, and I have a track record of 2 times founder. I have also a community of 41K in YouTube and 10 years leading marketing teams. So the return of investment, we are going to make a new funding round for validating inheritance with a round of 500K euros. And the allocation is for scale inheritance, such as B2C sales, build the first B2B pilot, and B2B dashboard in Q1 of 2026, and certification ISO 27001 and SOC 2 security third. So we are not building for or to sell. We want to make a camel because we want to validate everything and protect the investment of our partners. So thank you very much. And if you want to tell you more about Jose Yomo, death is certain, playing is rare, wants to leave chaos behind.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well
on time,
done.
On time.
Right on time. And also, I love your thorough presentation. What can I say? What 5 startups we have? We have only one more left. Any question from the jury? One over here before we move on.
Hello, Iñaki. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
One very easy question. Who are your advisors?
My advisors? Nobody. That's the truth. So we want to make everything with a big eye for detail. So I mentorized to another companies in my past. So I really have the experience behind of me. So we created a product from a lean startup product, like the book says. So I don't really have a mentor or something like that. I see people that I want to be like them, but I don't have a mentor right now.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you ever so much. Thank you, Iñaki.
Thank you.
See you very shortly. You can give it to. Thank you. Awesome, great stuff. We're nearly to the end, and we've got lastly from the United Kingdom, Julio Ferron, the CEO of Natech, here on stage, the team behind the beta that provides programmable infrastructure for issuing private bonds in LATAM, connecting mid-market companies with global investors. Welcome, Julio. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Perfect. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, as yesterday we commented about our solution, and just as a quick reminder, we are trying to solve a $5 trillion problem, the finance gap, the amount of money of SMEs in emerging market needs and the financial system is not able to provide. We are doing that using private credit, a nice tool that is growing a lot since banks are not able to lend that much anymore. It's not a profitable business that it used to be. And we are trying to organize a market, an opportunity, a golden opportunity as we call it here, that is a $5 trillion opportunity by standardizing and organizing a structured and local market. So we want to connect those companies that are in Latin America, especially in Colombia, Mexico, Dominican Republic, or Argentina, with international investors that are looking for higher yields. So we want to move the excess of capital by standardizing and ordering the opportunities that are in local markets to those needs that are finally draining to the real economy. So I want today to focus more on, well, first on the solution. As we mentioned, Debita, it's a private credit platform that unifies all the things that are behind private credits, from origination to structuring to the syndication. We provide the real-time monitoring of the covenants, the real-time monitoring of the collaterals, in order to provide to private credit funds and institutional investors all the view on the type of deals that they are used to be, but now in the emerging markets. So that's our solution, and you have here views on how we do it. I mentioned yesterday, we use on-chain rails, but not as a mean, not as an end. That means that we believe that the on-chain rails allows us to go farther, quicker, and in more directions. We believe that having the money on-chain allows us that a private credit fund that is in Luxembourg can put euros, and the company in Colombia can get Colombian pesos quicker. They can free working capital and use it to, again, their job, creating job opportunities and creating value in the economies. And we put also the debt on chain. Why would we put the debt on chain? Because it allows us to program certain conditions like coupon payments, and it will allow us to do more things that are not happening today in private credit, like posting that collateral on an on-chain pool and getting liquidity out of it, which is something that today big players, big private credit funds are not able to do. So if we go through the stakeholders, and we focus especially on the borrowers and the investors, for the borrowers, we are opening them a door to international markets. We are connecting the walls for capital markets. If you want to make a metaphor, we are trying to build what you can call Bithum or PICs, but for capital markets. So Colombian company getting funded by private credit funds that are in Dubai, family offices that are in Asia. We're cheaper than the local options, around 50% cheaper than the local options. And for the other side, for the investors, we are allowing them to enter emerging markets without having to deploy local capabilities. So I don't know if some of you, we are immersed, so probably some of you are in Latin America, you will understand that understanding what is a fideicomiso in Colombia is not that simple for a company that is in Luxembourg. That calling the guy, if the guy is not paying, needs to be done in Spanish. So this is why we have done the work in every local market, and we have all the local partners that will take care, of that for the institutional investor. We also integrate banks and structuring agents. As I mentioned, many banks want to use us. We have more than 30 financial institutions already onboarded because they want to take risk out of balance, and they use us for that. Regarding, and I will focus on team, this is all the things that we take care of regarding private credit. I want to focus on the team. We have a mix of a team that is coming from financial sector, from banking especially, people that was leading risk at Banco Santander, people that was leading digital assets also at big firms like KPMG, and we combine that with the technology people that is coming from the blockchain environment. As advisors, we have people that help us a lot, that are coming from big names and that are giving us that reach, especially in those markets or those connections that we need in order to really gain volume and value. Regarding traction, and that's the last, we already have around $80 million in volume, a little bit more. We have a pipeline with $150 million for the next 4 months. And as I mentioned, we have already more than 30 financial institutions, banking and non-banking, multilateral banks and private credit funds that are already with us. And I have 10 seconds left, so that's it.
No, that was amazing.
Well, I will use them for final remarks.
Use it
three
as
remarks.
much as you can.
First, as I mentioned, the 3 things that you want to have in mind about us, we are solving a $5 trillion problem that has a real impact in the economy, the finance gap. We are using private credit on-chain for that. That's one. The on-chain part, and this is the second, it's a mean, it's not an end. We use on-chain infrastructure because this allows us to go further in more directions and doing different things. So we believe that that's a commodity, tokenization and digital assets, that's a commodity that's going to stay, and we're not going to talk that much about it. And the last one, what we are building is a systemic channel for private credit. We want to connect the world. As I mentioned, we want to be the Bithum or the PICs in Brazil for capital markets and open internationally the private credit opportunity.
Great stuff, Julia. Round of applause. We'll check. We do have a question, and I'm going to definitely grant it to our sponsors. Atri, Temius, one more question. I can take this up for you. Free your hands.
Thanks for the presentation, first of all. I would like to have more information regarding the process between, from the beginning of the process, when the guarantees and the private credit and the collateral is getting tokenized, through which is the pipeline and the process, how you are getting these collaterals tokenized, and in which blockchains are you operating? The liquidation engines too, and so on.
I will answer the last one first. We operate in Arbitrum and in Polygon, so that's in terms of chains. In terms of the process, it's traditional investment banking or traditional private credit. That's important. We built our own investment banking team. That's super important. We have people that is coming from bank that cost me a lot of money that are specialized over many years into doing that. So the process, for example, for an asset-based opportunity in Colombia will be the following. We take the collateral, we put that into a fideicomiso. That fideicomiso, we connect via API with that fideicomiso through a partner, either C por C or BAS. So we have the local connectivity, and we get views daily. We're monitoring that collateral daily. Invoice, for example, if we have as collateral invoices, invoice by invoice daily, we get views on how the collateral is behaving. We have more than 500 KPIs on how that collateral is behaving regarding aging, defaults, regarding concentration. We set up those covenants at the beginning, following, again, traditional criteria by private credit funds, and we reflect that on the platform. So we do kind of the traditional way, but we put that on chain, and with that make that accessible for the institutional investor. The private credit fund, that's interesting for the crypto people. The private credit fund that comes to us, they are not coming for the blockchain thing. They are not coming for the tokenization thing. And there are many of them that they don't know that we are using, they don't understand how we are using technology for this. They are coming because our structures are robust enough, because our legal model is robust enough, and because they have views on the collateral. This is what they care of. And by that, we are giving them between 13 and 17% coupon rate yields in USD dollars with structures that are 20% over collateralized. So those structures that are in the fideicomiso, which are similar to SPVs, for the ones that are not familiar with Latin America, are always collateralized and always monitored daily basis.
Thank you, Julio. That's amazing. Last session, Don, you can take it inside with you. Thank you ever so much. Thank you, everyone. What we'll do now, we'll take a couple of minutes when the jury is going to deliberate. We're going to take all your papers. We're going to decide who is going to be the winner of the final contest of our startups today. So thank you to all organizers, all the attendees here today. We're going to announce the winner, but then at 6 p.m. before we close up, we will be giving out the checks. So now we're just going to give the names, just so you know, and then at the end, at 6 o'clock, after a couple of panels, we will be giving the check out, guys. So don't go too far and don't slip into the side event just yet. We will do that after. Whilst the jury is deliberating, I'm just going to entertain you once more, and I'm just going to go through all the jury because they have spent many hours doing this, so I just want to thank them, as well as our sponsors from La Comunidad de Madrid, Tritemius, La Familia, which they've been awesome, but also all the organizers, everyone here with us today, all the startups that are advising other startups without participating here. And also, we have Francisco Cuadros from Titemius, we have Daniel Marin from La Familia, Mario from the Startup CFO, Maite Vers from ACC Ventures, Nikita from Cointelegraph, Matias Sosa from OVH Cloud. We've got Alexander Neke from Founders VC. We've got Ruben Portela from Wise3 Ventures, Matthias Homan from Sitel. We've got Inigo Peña from Tetuan Valley, Evandro Quiroz from Team Heretics. We've got Patrick Sareth from Secure Zero. We've got Robbie Young from Animoca Brands, Alejandro Risco from EARA, and myself, Angelica Ortega, which I'm going to be also giving out some prizes because it's so important to fundraise the great startups. And the level today was absolutely amazing, and I do see a lot of them. So I was very excited, and I can't wait to know who the actual winner is, even though they all have been amazing and they had some stage presence. So thank you ever so much. I'm just going to check up how we get on with the winners, and I'll be actually with you. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. The jury has reached to a decision. So thank you ever so much for everyone waiting here a few minutes while we were counting. And it's been extremely tough, lots of talent. But the winner of the Merge Madrid Startup Contest 2025 is Julio from Natech. Woo! Well done, Julio. We're only going to shake hands now. Please do come back at 6 p.m. We're going to give you the check. You will know what the prizes are. But it has been amazing to have you here alongside everybody else that has pitched today and the ones that didn't reach, the juries, the sponsors, and the attendants, because it has been an absolute pleasure to be the host today for the startup context here at Merge Madrid 2025. Thank you so much. And a round of applause for you. Thanks, guys, because we have a panel just now. I'm going to do a proper closure up later because I'm Spanish, I'm not British, and I like to talk, but I want to give pass to the panel. So I'm just going to ask you to come back at 6 p.m. because we're going to give the check, everyone that wants to come here. Thank you so much, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you all later at 6 p.m. Thank you.